Hey everyone, buckle up because today we're diving into a strange, dark story that's got everyone on TikTok, Reddit, and Roblox on edge. It's about a user called KittyCutes48. At first glance, her profile looks pretty ordinary. She's just a young Roblox player who loves unicorns, has a group with thousands of members, and follows a lot of people. But when you dig deeper, when you look at her limited friends list, her profile messages, and the incredibly disturbing games she's created, you realize there's way more going on here than meets the eye. I'm going to walk you through everything from her unsettling friends list, her cryptic games, and the dark theories people have shared online about her story. Before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and stay until the end because things get intense. Trust me, you won't believe what you're about to hear. Setting the stage, the profile of KittyCutes48. When you first look at KittyCutes48's profile, everything seems normal. Her bio says she loves unicorns, and she has a group with over 3,000 members who all share her love for this theme. She's even got nearly 5,000 followers, which is a pretty big deal on Roblox for someone with such a niche focus. But then you look at her friends list, she only has 3 friends: her mom, her dad who even has the name Cute Kitty Dad, and 1 friend. No classmates, no other random Roblox buddies, just these 3 people. And for someone with such a big following, it's unusual for her to have only 3 friends. This lack of connection, especially for a young Roblox user, is already strange. You start to wonder why she's so isolated and why she only has her parents and this one mysterious friend. But the real mystery begins when you look at her game creations, each of which tells a part of her unsettling story. It's a story that starts simple but quickly spirals into darkness. Game 1, My Story, the beginning of the mystery. Her first game, titled My Story, has over 35,000 views. The description simply reads, "My mom lied to me," not exactly a typical game description, right? Already it sets a mysterious tone. When you enter, you're introduced to a character named Kiri, who tells you, "Hi, I'm Kiri, and this is my story." It sounds innocent, like a playful introduction, but as you progress, you realize it's far from harmless. In the game, we see Kiri's parents arguing a scene that seems all too familiar to her as she decides to go play Brookhaven to escape the chaos. This could mean that the arguing and fighting are a regular occurrence in her life, something she tries to ignore by immersing herself in other games. But soon, things take a shocking turn. Her mother is seen holding a knife, claiming she's hungry. Kiri's father is then found lying motionless on the floor, and her mother, eerily calm, assures Kiri that he's fine. The game ends with a feeling of unease, as if we've only seen a piece of a much darker story. Is this really just a game, or is Kiri trying to communicate something? Some players have interpreted the scene as a depiction of Kiri's parents' toxic relationship, one where her mother possibly snaps after a breaking point, and the way Kiri escapes into Brookhaven during these intense moments could indicate a young mind's attempt to process trauma, to find refuge in a virtual world away from real-life issues. Game 2, You Lied, an Act of Betrayal. Kiri's second game, titled You Lied, has around 50,000 views. The description says, "You lied about who you are. You lied about what you did." This line alone sparks curiosity and tension, as it's clear that Kiri feels betrayed by someone. But the question is, by who? Upon entering the game, you're placed in a deserted area with nothing but a small wooden house. It's quiet and empty, with an eerie sense of isolation. Once inside the house, you realize it's not just any house, it's where Kiri's father lies, lifeless again. It's as if she's recreating these events, repeating them, trying to make sense of them. Kiri appears, visibly upset, her words hinting at resentment towards her mother for lying. Could this lie have something to do with her father's death? Or maybe Kiri feels abandoned by both parents, left to make sense of their actions alone. The game doesn't give away much, and it leaves you with more questions than answers. But this sense of betrayal, of being lied to, seems to be a theme that runs through all her games, as if she's hinting at a dark family secret that only she knows. Game 3, Who Are You, a Reflection of Loneliness. Her third game, Who Are You, takes a different approach. In this game, we're on a desolate mountain surrounded by emptiness. The only character here is a bacon hair figure standing at the edge, looking thoughtful. There's no sound, no dialogue, just silence. It's haunting in its simplicity. Who is this character? Could it represent her father, or is it a symbol of Kiri's own loneliness and isolation? Some players believe this mountain represents Kiri's mental state, a place where she feels completely alone, disconnected from the world, trying to come to terms with everything that's happened. The silent figure could be her memory of her father, or even herself, trapped in a cycle of sadness and isolation, unable to move on. This game doesn't offer any answers, only adding to the mystery, making you wonder what Kiri's truly going through in her mind. Game 4, I Don't Want to Leave, Denial and Desperation. In the final game, I Don't Want to Leave, the description reads, "The guy on the hill, is he dead or dying?" The game itself is another empty setting, a playground this time with a hidden twist. Under one of the tables lies a body dressed in the same bacon hair outfit. The figure looks dead, lifeless, and nearby, there's a missing person notice, likely referring to her father. But the question is, why is Kiri creating these scenes? Why does she feel the need to keep revisiting them in different settings? Some speculate that this game represents Kiri's denial. Even though she knows what happened, there's a part of her that refuses to let go, that clings to hope her father might still be around somehow. She's creating these worlds as a way to process what she can't accept in reality. The whole scene feels hauntingly real, like you're walking through a snapshot of her fractured mind. The parents' profile's an added layer of disturbance. Now here's where things get even stranger. Kiri's mom also has a profile on Roblox, and she's created her own game titled Believe Main. The game cover reads, "Kiri, will you believe me, as soon as you enter, you're in a house that looks like the family's home." There's a scene where Kiri's mom is seen crying while preparing food. Her father yells at her, demanding she hurry up and even hitting her. The mom, in a moment of desperation, turns on him with a knife as if it's her last resort. This game seems to tell a different side of the story, a story of a mother who felt trapped and abused, and who might have felt that violence was the only escape. Her actions were wrong, yet there's a sense of desperation in her character, making you wonder if she felt she had no other choice. Then we have Kiri's dad, whose profile also has a game titled I Miss You, where his character wanders in a dark void. In this game, he leaves a message for Kiri saying, "I miss you, my dear. Please forgive me." It feels like an apology, maybe even a confession of regret for not being able to protect her from the chaos he may have caused. This game gives the impression that he's stuck in a limbo of his own guilt, possibly realizing too late the consequences of his actions. The mysterious friend, a figure in the shadows. Now, Kiri's only other friend, who goes by the name Isamu, has his own game called I Want This. The description reads, "She'll never know who I am when you enter the game." Isamu introduces himself as Kiri's friend and tells her not to worry, that he'll take care of everything. But there's something off about him. His tone is supportive, yet there's a sinister edge, as if he has his own agenda. During the game, Isamu's face changes, taking on a dark, almost demonic appearance. It's as if he's hiding something. Some players believe that Isamu represents a darker influence in Kiri's life, maybe even an external threat. He's the friend who offers help, but there's a catch. It's like he's luring her in with false comfort, only to trap her in his world. His presence adds a layer of suspense and danger, making you wonder if he's really there to help or if he's part of the darkness that surrounds Kiri's life. Theories and speculations, reality or fiction? The big question is, what does this all mean? Is this just an elaborate roleplay story, or could these games be based on real events in Kiri's life? Some people think that Kiri created these games as a way to process her emotions, maybe even as a cry for help. Others believe it's a well-crafted horror story meant to shock and disturb players. But if there's any truth to this story, it raises concerns about her safety and mental health. The recurring themes of loneliness, betrayal, and violence are too consistent to ignore. It feels as if Kiri is trapped in a cycle, trying to find meaning in the chaos around her but never finding peace. Her games don't just tell a story, they reflect a young mind wrestling with darkness, trying to make sense of a broken reality. Community reactions, fascination, and horror. The response from the Roblox community has been intense. People are captivated by Kiri's story, with TikTok comments filled with theories and speculations. Some viewers express sympathy, while others wonder if it's all an act. But this story has gripped the community in a way few Roblox stories do. It's like we're watching a tragic mystery unfold in real time with no clear answers. Final thoughts, what's your take? So, what do you make of this story? Is it just a twisted game, or could there be a darker truth hidden within Kiri's creations? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. This isn't your typical Roblox mystery, it's a story filled with complex emotions and themes that go way beyond gaming. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as intriguing as I did, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into Roblox mysteries, and share this video so more people can join the discussion. Remember, sometimes the scariest stories aren't just games.